What's up, YouTube? Graylan Stewart here, entrepreneur, virtual wholesaler. Just here to share a little knowledge with you. In this particular video, I'm actually just giving you my opinion and just kind of running through why I think wholesaling is the best side hustle out there. All right, so let's get into it. Is virtual wholesaling or just wholesaling in general a good side hustle? Is it right for you? Is it not? Let me just kind of tell you why I chose it. So I came across Wholesaling Real Estate in September of 2018. So today is November 2018. So just over 2 years ago, I found out about wholesaling. So it quickly, in my mind, became like the best side hustle I'd ever heard of in my life, right? And not even just a side hustle, a main hustle, right? Wholesaling is amazing. I know people that do it part-time. They've got their full-time job and they truly treat it as a side hustle. When they need to make, some extra money, they do wholesaling. They don't do it on a consistent basis, but at the same time, if it brings them, $20,000-$30,000 more a year, that's a lot of money, right? But man, side hustle, as far as wholesaling goes, that's a crazy term to use, side hustle, because I know people that actually treat this as a side hustle, but they make more in their side hustle wholesaling real estate than they do in their normal 9 to 5 working 40 hours a week for the man, right? Why do they keep doing their normal job when they make more wholesaling? That always baffles me. I think a lot of it is maybe they're scared to take that complete leap, because of the security that the job actually provides, with the benefits and healthcare and all those kind of things. Even though they may only make $40,000 in their job, at least it's consistent income. So that's probably, I would say, the main reason people do wholesaling as a side hustle. Because if they can make an extra 40 on the side, why not keep the benefits of their main job? And I get that. And entrepreneurship is definitely not for everyone. So, but that's probably the big difference. You're either born to be an entrepreneur or you're not, kind of, in my opinion. Of course, there's a lot of business owners out there, but they're not necessarily entrepreneurs. They're just good at a particular service or industry, and they decided to make a business out of it. That's how most small businesses in the U.S. work. A plumber is good at what he does, so he's like, hey, I'm going to stop working for this guy and go start my own plumbing company. Of course, they don't know anything about business or how to run it or grow it. They just have basically a full-time, job, but working for themselves. So that's kind of the difference as far as entrepreneur goes to business owner. So maybe that's why people don't do it. But let me tell you why I think wholesaling is the best side hustle ever. What else can you do out there where you can make 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 grand on one transaction, right? One transaction can give you more than your normal yearly salary in some cases. I think the last time I heard, I don't know these stats, I'm just kind of shooting from the hip here. The last I heard, I think the national average as far as like a household income was like under 40 grand a year. That means household, meaning if you have a husband and a wife that work, they're making like 20 grand a piece. How do they actually survive on that? I'll never know. Obviously, they can't survive in big markets, expensive markets like, Boston or Denver or LA, places like that are just ridiculous to live in as far as cost. But maybe they live in little towns in mid-America or something like that. I don't know how they do it. But at the same time, wholesaling to me is the best side hustle there is, because what else can you do in business to where you can get a house under contract, so you literally have no liabilities, no cost involved as far as just putting a house under contract. Because if you're just driving around, happen to see a house, or if you know a friend or a relative that has a house, you put that under contract, and then you start marketing that contract to cash buyers. Cash buyers are everywhere. They want deals. And then you sell that to them. You really have no risk involved. You might have to put down $100, couple $100 for earnest money. In some cases, if you've been doing it a while and you kind of know what you're doing and you're trusted in your community and you're trusted at your title company, you can do zero down like we typically do. We don't put earnest money down at all. Now, our contract shows that we do, but we never drop it off in a lot of cases. But we do a lot of transactions at the title companies that we have, and ultimately our cash buyers put those deposits down anyways. So, I digress. Wholesaling, the best side hustle, because I don't have to have any money to do it. So there's no risk, right? And then all I got to do is find a buyer to take over my contract that I got with a seller, and it's really not even a distressed home that we're looking for. It's a distressed seller that we're looking for. It's a person, right? And that's on another video, but it's never about the person. It's about the situation, a distressed situation. Okay. But anyways, so as far as like the best side hustle, I mean, I don't know of anything else out there that you can do with no money down, no risk involved, that you can make a quick $10,000 or $15,000. Okay, I can't think of anything. If you could think of something, or if you know something, please let me know, because I'll probably start that as a business too. I'm an entrepreneur, and I do have several businesses, so I'm always looking for multiple streams of income. However, wholesaling is my number one by far. It's not even close, right? Well, I mean, to make over $100,000 a month just getting contracts and selling those contracts, I mean, that's crazy, right? It's really crazy. Of course, I'm a little bit scaled a little bit more than just the small guy, but I'm by no means a big guy at all. I mean, there's probably thousands and thousands of companies out there that do tenfold what I do. So I'm not saying that I'm big or anything like that, because I'm definitely not. But you know, when you're starting out, if you're just wholesaling one or two deals here and there, man, that's a good income just to make on the side. I mean, what else can you do to make $10,000 or $20,000? I think the national average is like $7,500 on a wholesale deal. So if you just got the average on your deals and you did one or two a year, I mean, that's $15,000 a year extra in your pocket. What else can you do that on the side? I mean, can you paint art? You can't sell that for $15,000. You might sell that for a couple $100. Can you make t-shirts? Sure, you can make t-shirts and make $1,000 after you spent 2 days making those shirts, and then you take your cost out and you might profit $300-$400. Ask me how I know. I've had a shirt company before too. So yeah, there's a lot of side hustles you can do. There's a lot of different things you can do. But I don't know of anything else that you can do with literally no money down. All you need is a computer, really, and a little bit of knowledge and a lot of confidence, a lot of perseverance, a lot of hustle. You know, all those key things, and a ton of action. Other than that, no money out of your pocket, no risk at all, and to make a $10,000 to $20,000 paycheck. I mean, does it get any better than that? I mean, shoot me a comment and let me know, because I don't know of anything. I really don't. And what else can you do with like no overhead, especially if you're doing that as a side hustle? No overhead to actually have a business. And really, if you're doing this on your own and you're just doing a deal or so here and there, I mean, that's no overhead and almost probably 100% profit. If you're just kind of getting referrals or driving for dollars or doing some of the super low, cheap things, it's almost 100% profit margin as well if you do it like that. Of course, as you scale into a business, you know, that's going to change. But even my business, since we're 100% virtual, we're at about 79% profit margin, and we do a lot of marketing, and I've got people to pay. So that's still pretty profitable, because we don't have a building to pay for. You know, there's not all this extra expense out there that normal businesses would have, you know, like a brick and mortar, or even like a plumber would do. He has to rent, you know, a storage space to keep all this supplies. So just keep that in mind. So in my opinion, wholesaling 100%, 1,000% is the best side hustle you can do. Best thing going for sure. And man, if you figure it out as a side hustle, go all in on it, because I mean, you can make as much as you want. There's no ceiling. There's no cap on this. It's just according to how hard are you willing to work. Obviously, wholesaling is difficult until you get it down and figure it out. It's super simple in concept, but it's definitely difficult to make it into a business. But I know a ton of people that just do a deal or two a year, and they don't really have to think a lot about it. You know, just, hey, I need 10 grand. Let me go drum up a deal somewhere and get it, right? So that's really all it is, man. I think it's the best side hustle out there, and if you're interested and you want to learn, you should definitely dive into my channel, dive into other YouTube channels, whatever. I mean, I would love to have you as a subscriber, so please subscribe, please like, please share, give me comments, negative or positive, I don't care. Let me know how you feel, you know, because that's what my channel is all about. It's just really the truth in wholesaling. I'm not trying to sell courses or be a coach or anything like that, so my vision and my message is not skewed by those things. So I'm telling you real life application and the real truth in what wholesaling really is and how I've done it. And you can do the same thing. Just copy what I've done or copy what other people have done. You know, I'm not a rocket scientist or anything. Why ever reinvent the wheel when there's people in front of you that have already done it? So that's really the key. Just follow people that you like and kind of resonate with, and just follow kind of their path and how they've done it, and you can do it too. So wholesaling real estate, definitely the best side hustle out there and the best full-time gig out there, as far as that goes. Once you kind of learn the game, quit that job as soon as you can once you figure it out, right? All right, guys, thanks a lot. I'll see you in the next video. Appreciate your support. Please like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.